What is going on, everybody? I'm Dr. Luigi, and this is an update video for UNU version 3.4.0. This is a long one. I'll try to make it as concise as possible. The video length will be the final judge of that. So, without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump right into everything that's changed. So, MTS updated to version 1.18, which adds a lot of new possibilities for pack authors, as well as just some general bug fixes as they always have. So, first, what's changed with the UNU parts pack? There's been a few really interesting additions, but one of the big ones that's going to affect everybody, because all cars have wheels, is wheels. I have updated how all the wheels are named. Now that makes it a little easier to remember how everything's named, because rather than having, Ted D28A, whatever the hell that is, you could just be like, oh, okay, just a aircraft huge wheel. Unfortunately, what that means is that all the wheels are going to have to be updated. Now, all the old wheels are still in the pack. They have this very gentle reminder that you need to update, but other than that, it's really pretty straightforward. The main reason that these have been updated is the hubcaps just haven't been really working the way they should. There it is. Alright, so all the old stuff is all going to just be newly crafted, but updating it's pretty easy. Just put it into a crafted table, you'll get the brand new wheel. The main reason behind that is hubcaps have been a pain in the butt. They haven't really been working. So if you have a wheel with hubcaps, you can simply just craft it with whatever your standard wheel is. You'll get the brand new wheel. If you have an updated wheel, you can just add an old hubcap to it to get the new wheel as well. So that's all the old wheels and stuff. And aside from that, there's the actual model tweaks. So all the wheels have been slightly modified. Go ahead and try to find that modification. It's pretty small. And so yeah, there are a bunch of new wheel designs and tweaks. The obvious is the white wall. So the dish hubcap has nice thick white walls. The wire wheels have a nice thin white wall, and they're actual wire wheels now rather than just wire hubcaps. The compact wheels now have nice little hubcaps on them, and of course there are still the plain wheels. They have a little round thing that they bolt onto to make simulate steel wheels a little better. And then there's also this new turbine wheel design. Kind of looks like something off of a Lincoln Continental, and of course having that thin white wall on them. The big update with MTS version 18 is the ability to add custom poles and lights. And so these aren't MTS lights, these are quality UNU brand lights. So for this update, I actually need to grab a couple. Perfect. All right. So they're nice thick poles, they're nice thin poles, just a bunch of poles added to MTS. Also a nice custom signal controller. So you might be familiar with the old MTS signal controller. It's been moved to the official content pack. But that's this thing. This controls the lights and everything. Well, now you have this stylish new UNU signal controller. It's mounted on the telephone pole. It's got two UNU logos on it. That's how you know it's quality. And so you can just plop this bad boy down to control the signals, and then you can build the poles on top of that to make it look really tight. Other than that, it works just like a normal signal controller. It doesn't actually have to be attached to a pole to work. If I plop it right here, it'll work just as fine. So you'll notice on this intersection, only one of them has an actual signal controller on it. The rest of them are just plain poles. And this is a thinner pole, green, but so these are great for smaller things like maybe street lights. They look best when they're paired with a thick pole to kind of build off of them, as these traffic signals are. And then there's also a slim pole for things like stop signs. This is really similar to the vanilla MTS pole, I guess, not really vanilla. And so there are a few different types of traffic signals. There's the horizontal ones and the vertical ones, as you would expect every pack to have, or every traffic signal to be. But then there's also these little ones. These are like the old school lights. And so if I go ahead and make this up to 30, scan, confirm, it's instead of being just bright green, I made it more of like this bluish greenish color, which I think looks pretty nice. And then when this turns to yellow, There we go. And so the red light blinks before turning to red. Very cool. It's nice for really old school style towns. In addition to cool poles and lights and stuff, there are also nice UNU brand gas pumps. Now these things are really stylish. We all love a good vintage gas pump. This is just the gas pump brand gas pump that everyone loves. Nothing to it. It's just a straight up gas pump. Which brings us to the Civil Pack. And the first thing that changed with the Civil Pack is this immersive railroading stuff. So the Streamliner, as you all know, has had horrible empty texture. I re-added this observation car. I apparently accidentally removed it and didn't even realize. So we all remember this, the UNU Streamliner. You know, easy to forget, and it looks cool on the outside, but you get inside, and it's this ugly, gray, default, plain, lame interior. Not very good for the Imperial Railways, I must say. But not anymore. There is now a stylish new lounge car, complete with wood paneling, paisley or something headliner, green carpeting, and sofas, and even a stereo system. Look at that. We're truly living in the future, folks. And then it also added a sleeper car with curtains designed by a UNU, straight from Moonspire. And this is a sleeper car of sleeper cars. You got the nice little bunk beds with privacy curtains, nice little curtains on the windows. Very cool. It can't actually like change anything, but nice little writing desk, curtain on the door. It gets the job done. Looks really nice. And at the end here, there's even a little bathroom. Pull chain UNU brand toilet, of course. The nice little sink. Pretty nice little sleeper car. So yeah, the Streamliners finally have some decent interiors. So that brings us to the civil vehicles. The first vehicle that's added is a van version of the Steed pickup truck. There's also an UNU like parts delivery van, so it's got the bright UNU colored fenders and everything. So really solid van. I think this is gonna go great. I think Cactus is gonna get a lot of use out of it. I also added a tanker truck. So this is the Camel tanker. And this is also going to be in the Golden Airport pack with custom liveries and whatnot. And that's kind of why I made it. And it also has a nice little short little tanker. On the subject of tanks, these now hold liquids. So these tanks are actually separate parts. When you place the vehicle down, it's a default part, so it'll automatically come with a tank, so you don't have to worry about it. Next up is the UNU camper. I think this turned out pretty well. You got a nice little Formica countertops, the cool little vinyl seating. A cute little camper trailer to take the family out on a camping trip. Because of this, I added trailer hitches to all of the civil vehicles, with the exception of the trucks. So like the Steed, the Contractor, the Ferret truck got a hitch because it's sort of light duty. So they can all tow the nice little camper trailer. If you don't want the door to open and close, all you got to do is get yourself a key and lock it. And that'll lock up the trailer. The stand will still stay down because it's a stand. Next up is the Director. So this is the new four-door sedan added by UNU to rival the Baron. Right now it's just a sedan. It doesn't have a wagon version. But as with most of my vehicles, once I finish it, this has kind of become my favorite. It's a little ugly in some places, but it's also stylish on its own. Depends on taste. Modeled after the Oldsmobile Super 88 is what it was inspired by. I really like how the two-tone came out. I love the new coral color that I'm trying out on a few vehicles. This tail section looks great. I'm really happy with how this one turned out. And this actually has really cool little A-pillars. And so when the doors open up, it's got that proper vintage windshield. It's a good car. All right, and then lastly, I added this airplane, but we'll take a look at these airplanes at the end. All right, military, I added a plane, but we'll look at that at the end. And I added this mil-spec ferret. So this is basically a ferret van cut in half. It's great for like hauling stuff around a military base. It's inspired by a picture Cactus posted.
I saw this boat in half!
And that brings us to the expanded Universe pack. So this is the final parts that have been added. Added a couple skids for the Red Cliff truck, and these rat rod vehicles for the California part of that pack. So the expanded universe so far has added California and Redcliffe as, more nations in the universe. And of course, these are UNU steeds, a truck and a van with nice rat rod exclusive wheels. So these wheels are in the California pack. These are not actually just the same exact model. The suspension's been lowered a bit. So they're a little cool looking, and they have California license plates. So now we're going to get to the airplane. So this is the civilian airplane. That's the military airplane. This is called the Auroranus, I believe is how it's pronounced. I literally just googled extinct bird and found the first one that seemed cool. So people who've been watching the channel for a while have been familiar with my content. It will be no surprise. This is basically a updated model of the Equalist biplane that I made years ago. When I hit my 4-year modeling anniversary, I remodeled the Equalist biplane to add all this strut support. So this is once again a slight update to make it compatible with MTS. So to end out the video, I'm going to go ahead and try my best to fly this airplane. It actually has a really amazingly short takeoff. So if we actually give it full throttle, let it get up to speed for a bit, it might even be able to take off of this roof. Let's see. The nice brand new autopilot here. I got a bunch of Discord notifications. All right, here we go. Not quite. All right, we'll try that one again. I think I would have made it if I didn't hit that thing. So this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video, this update. I hope you enjoy using these new vehicles. Come on. Look at that. Oh, yes, we made it. All right, now I can hit autopilot. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy my content. I really do have a lot of fun making it. Um, you know, it's definitely not easy. It takes a lot. This is a nice, really thick update. And, added a bunch of stuff. A lot of it I just kind of made on a whim. Like those tanker stuff that I added. I literally did that last night, just off of a whim. Same thing with the all the polls and stuff. That was all done in less than 24 hours to really, you know, do that. You know, basically get ready for the update. All right, there we go. Beautiful. But yeah, so finally there's a proper UNU airplane rather than the Swift that is notorious for not working. And yeah, so quality UNU stuff continues to be made. So yeah, with that little rambling mess, if you want to support my content, both uh, with the UNU content that I make, or the server that I run, or my YouTube tutorials that I really need to continue working on, you can feel free to support me on Patreon. Of course, the link will be in the description. And you get early access to this pack. So this plane has been done for a while I was working on other stuff. You could have been playing with it early. Um, and of course, you can always just check out these mods on CurseForge. Um, but yeah, with that, subscribe if you want to see more, I guess, and the whole notification bell thingy. There's all my junk. All right, and with that, I'm just gonna sort of crash. All right. Well, that wasn't as much of a fireball as I thought it would be.